Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Married couples who switch partners every night. That is a thing, and I hope nobody else does that, but I've made some videos about some bizarre topics that I put in a YouTube playlist called the Controversial Collection. There's videos about love dolls, thruples, polyamorous relationships, people married living in different homes, open marriage, and now, maybe the most bizarre, married couples switching partners. This is married couples. This comes from a video from the New York Post. I'll try to cover as much as I can here. It says, meet the two married couples who switch partners every night, and please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea. I want to talk about the right way to be married to a woman from the Philippines or anyone else. And sometimes they want to show you the absurd, the wrong way to go about it. Excuse me, so that you don't do that. It says, two married couples who live and raise their families together and even swap partners have opened up about life as a foursome. Alyssa and Tyler Rogers were already parents to two children, now aged 7 and 8, when they embarked on a romantic relationship with married friends, Sean and Taya Hartless. The couple is originally from the U.S., moved in together as a polyamorous foursome in 2020. In the following year, Alyssa and Taya delivered babies 7 months apart. Neither woman knows who biologically fathered the kids, with Alyssa maintaining that they will help the children discover that down the road if they ever want to. Quote, we wanted to do everything we could to make sure that everybody feels like an equal parent, Taya told Today.com. At this point, finding out their genetics would change nothing, she said. Now, this family of 8 now lives in Lebanon, Oregon, and have amassed a huge social media following with their big family, and regularly share videos documenting how the unusual setup works behind closed doors. We didn't intend to fall in love, they said, but here we are. The Quad, who goes by the handle Polyfamory Online, explained on Instagram, when we met, we were just looking for something simple and physical, but when we all met each other, we just started to fall in love. Incredible. In one clip, the men explained that they switch beds every other night and are not in a relationship with each other, only with the women. In another video, the foursome shared their unusual sleeping arrangements. As a result, the group identifies as a closed polyfidelitas quad, meaning they don't typically date outside of the four, describing their dynamic as quite literally a square, they say. We have 2 master bedrooms on the opposite ends of the house, they said, and the guys switch between rooms every other night. Some fans have described the bedroom situation as confusing, while others thought it sounded ideal. The open couples aren't immune from regular emotions in their relationship and have been candid about their joint struggles. In the beginning, before we established trust, we had a few issues with jealousy and hard times, one Instagram post explained, but now it's all hands on deck to support that person. There's 4 different people with 4 different strengths when it comes to meeting needs. They say that really comes in handy. Despite amassing a loyal following of 120,000 on TikTok, another 30,000 on Instagram, the foursome admits they do receive nasty remarks about their unorthodox relationship. The 4 have been accused of being bad parents by some who would think that, though Tyler and Alicia's existing 2 children have been very comfortable with the change in their family dynamic. Quote, our kids already knew we were dating Sean and Taya. Alicia told Today.com. We told them, Mom has a boyfriend and Dad has a girlfriend, and we're going to move in together. And we're all going to be a big family and they're going to help parent you. So we're going to need you to treat them like you treat us, like parents. Sound wisdom there. The foursome previously revealed they faced pushback from some close friends and family, but the majority of their inner circle supported their decision. A lot of people don't really understand polyamory, and I think it is deviant, or they think it's deviant and wholesome in some way. It is true that it wasn't always easy. It took me a while to admit that I had feelings for someone else, and we definitely do get jealous sometimes, Taya said. But now it's so natural to all of us, and I feel so grateful to have multiple partners to raise children with. She said, why wouldn't you want more love and support and more hands around? It's a messy, hectic, crazy, wonderful life, and I can't think of anything else we could ever want. That's the end of this sad article from New York Post. Came out earlier this year, a few months ago. So it's relatively new, but you know, these type of strange relationships keep popping up, and it just gets more twisted all the time. Here's what I wanted, and I waited a long, long time to get it, and I'm glad I did. In 2015, when I was 53, I married my wife from the Philippines. We got engaged in 18 days. I flew up there to meet her for the first time. We got married, coming up on 8 years in May of this year of marriage. One person is enough. And just the two of us, we meet our needs. And if we have a baby, well, it's nobody's business or job but ours to raise them. I think the more hands involved, the more confusing and troublesome it would get. More spouses to share, more parents, adults to share parenting. And none of that is a good idea. It's a terrible idea. All of these aberrations, like the ones I listed earlier, are terrible ideas. All of them. I advise you or encourage you to check out the YouTube playlist called Controversial Collection and see some of the more controversial videos like this. Relationships shouldn't be controversial. It should be you find somebody, you get married, you stay married, you have children if possible. Very simple. It's so simple. All this other stuff I just can't believe. But I'm a Christian, and I believe that the Bible is our guide for how we're supposed to live. And if you don't follow that, you're subject to follow all of these weird things that I've described in other videos and alluded to today, especially this one here of sharing husbands. So, that's, I don't know if it's worse to do that or be alone. Probably better to be alone, but if you still try and you believe you can go where you're wanted and find someone overseas, then stick around here and learn about finding love beyond the sea.